What's going on? What's going on, everyone, man? We're going to be getting into the topic of conversation. We're going to be talking about life insurance. Life insurance to me is very vital to have in your family. It's not just for you, but it's for the process of protecting your family. The last thing you want to do is not have life insurance and putting it off for a plethora of reasons. One of those reasons could be because you think that you're healthy and you think that you're young enough and you don't need life insurance. That could be one of the biggest mistakes that you're making in your life. We're going to be delving in that just a little bit, but I just want to give you some facts and statistics about life insurance, okay? Did you know that 50% of Americans don't have life insurance? 50%. And that goes from millions of families that could be left struggling financially when a loved one passes away. Oftentimes, I've seen it so many times on social media, is that when a loved one passes away, they do not have no type of financial net, security net, to be able to, have that funeral for that loved one that passed away, or to be able to pay their bills after that loved one passed away, because they were the income earner in that family. So if you are an income earner, if you are someone that has people that are depending on you, you owe it to yourself and those loved ones is to protect them by getting life insurance. When you don't have life insurance coverage, you are leaving your family unprotected. So I'm going to kind of go over a little bit of things to kind of show you how you could protect your family even in your death. Okay. And I know a lot of people don't want to talk about things like that, but it's so very important to discuss because you want to make sure that you're setting your family up for success if something was to ever happen to you. I'm going to be planting the seed of protection for your family by, encouraging you to get life insurance today. And, that question, why people don't get life insurance, you know, some of those reasons could be that cost concerns. Did you know that 42% of Americans believe that life insurance is too expensive? But studies show that most people overestimate the cost by three times the actual price. Sometimes people can get so bogged up into their financial situation or their rut that they're in that they don't even realize to think rationally that you know what, you can afford life insurance. If you can buy coffee every day for the month of 30 days, you can definitely afford life insurance. If you can even go out to eat one time for you and your family and that bill is something like 60, 70, or $80, you can definitely afford life insurance. I want you to think like this. Think about what could happen to your family if you don't have that coverage. If your income does go away, what type of financial strain or struggle would that put on your family? The lack of knowledge. Over 35% of people say they don't understand life insurance and how it works or where to start. This is where I come in as a life insurance broker. We're going to break it down on several strategies of different types of life insurance, whether that's term or whether that's whole life insurance or that's an IUL, index universal life insurance. We're going to give you the best fit for you and your budget. Procrastination. Many people assume that they have time to get covered later, but waiting leads to higher rates or denied coverage due to health issues. I can't even begin to tell you that there have been some people that I've had conversations about, and they were denied life insurance coverage because of their health condition. And if you wait too long, anything can happen to your health. And I want you to understand this. As soon as something hits your MIB report, which means your medical health records from the hospital when you go to the doctor, and it's something that is detrimental or it's something that is a chronic illness or disease, that can cause you to have a higher premium on paying your actual life insurance policy. So why not get it done while you're young? Why not get it done while you're healthy? Because it's going to be easier on you and it's going to give you a more affordable premium monthly to get life insurance so you can get started. So don't procrastinate on getting a life insurance policy. Now, employer coverage misconception. Don't you know around 50% of workers believe their employer provided life insurance is enough? But in reality, most policies only cover up to 1 to 2 years of your salary, not nearly enough for final expenses, the debts, and lost income. Health and age concern. Many people think that they won't qualify because of pre existing conditions or being too old. But I'm here to tell you that final expense life insurance makes coverage possible for most people from ages 50 to 85, even with no medical exam required. And that's so very important. I want to be able to share with you is that no matter your age, it's never too late to see if we can get a life insurance policy for you. Now, how to get covered with a final expense policy. Now, number one is no medical exam. Just answer a few health questions to qualify. It's no complicated paperwork or hospital visits. You get affordable monthly premiums. Plans start at least less than $1 per day, making it budget friendly for seniors and for families. Now, another thing is that there's a guaranteed payout, which means that your loved ones receive a cash benefit to cover funeral costs, medical bills, and outstanding debts. Permanent coverage. Unlike term life insurance, final expense never expires as long as you pay your premium every single month. So that is quick. That is a quick reminder is to pay your monthly premium. Okay. Now, quick and easy application. You can apply today and get instant approval without all the hassle. So, if this is something, a particular type of life insurance policy, final expense is what it's called, that you're looking forward to, I want you to go out and I want you to reach out to me. You can contact me on my email, royalfigures@gmail.com, which I have my email address at the end of this presentation. But you can contact me and it's very easy, and we can set up a consultation so we can go over your needs, and it can be a short process. Okay. Now, this is what I want to say to you. There are three things why life insurance is so very important. Number one, protect your family and loved ones at all times. And you do that by getting a life insurance policy on yourself and all of your loved ones. Number two, you can build wealth and a legacy with life insurance. That is something that me and my wife, because my wife, T.L. Richardson, is a life insurance broker as well. And this is something that we enjoy talking to our potential clients about how you can build wealth and a legacy through life insurance. Number three, covers unexpected expenses. I can't express to you enough that there are ways that, but depending on the life insurance policy that you get, that can cover your bills, that can cover your if you have a loved one that's going to college, where you can take out money. These are like whole life insurance that builds cash value, that you can take out that money without being penalized, because this is how you build wealth and a legacy through life insurance. I want you to understand this, that life insurance provides financial security for your family. If something happens to you, it helps cover daily expenses, your debts, your mortgage payments, and even your children's education, ensuring that your loved ones don't struggle financially. Life insurance isn't just about protection, it's a way to build generational wealth. Policies like whole life insurance accumulates cash value over time, which you can borrow against or use as an investment for you and your family. Funeral costs, medical bills, and unpaid debts can place a heavy financial burden on your family. I can't even begin to tell you some of the stories that I know where you have people have to put up a GoFundMe because they didn't have life insurance. And when you don't have a life insurance policies, you really putting your family and yourself behind the eight ball. And it is an embarrassing situation when you don't have those things in order for you and your family. And I always like to say this, get your priorities straight. If your priorities is not straight and you're more focused on looking wealthy and not actually having things and policies in place to make sure that your family can live comfortably even after your death, then your priorities is in the wrong place. Okay. So don't wait too late to get that done. Now, I'm going to give you five key measurements related to life insurance. Number one, death benefit. Death benefit is about the coverage amount. I'm going to give you the measurement from the death benefit. Typically, it ranges from $50,000 to 10 plus $1 million, depending on your income, your debt, and your family needs. A common rule is to always do about 10 to 15 times your annual income for sufficient coverage. Now, premiums, that's number two. Far as the cost of the policy, the measurement from the cost of your policy is determined by your age, your health, your policy type, and your coverage. Let me give you two different life insurance policy. You have term life insurance policy, which is you can pay as low as $20 to $50 a month for a healthy 30-year-old. Now, if you have some pre-existing conditions already and it's already have been recorded in your MIB report, then what you can do then what's that's going to happen is going to raise your monthly bill a little bit. So I want you to be mindful of that. Okay. Now, the other one is whole life. That can range anywhere from 100 to 500 plus dollars a month. But this is how you build wealth and a legacy for your family because this type of life insurance policy builds cash value. Now, another one you have, number three, is key metric is cash value for permanent policies. I always try to encourage my clients that it's so very important to get a permanent policies because depending on your age, if you have a term policy that's not permanent, which means that if you go over 10 years and you're still living past 10 years and you had a term life policy for 10 years, then guess what? You're going to have to pay for another policy. So you don't want to go through those steps again. You want to be able to get something that's going to be permanent for you and your family. And let me give you the measurement that comes with the cash value for permanent policies. You have the growth rate, which depends on the policy type. Whole life can be 2 to 4% of your annual growth. Your universal life can be tied to market rates, typically about 3 to 8% annual growth. Now, another one we have is the policy term. That's number four, the duration of the coverage. The measurement for that is for term life insurance, typical terms are 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years. For whole life insurance, the coverage lasts until 100 plus years old, as long as your premiums are paid. Okay. Now, number five, last but not least, is your riders and additional benefits. The measurement from that is the cost varies by rider and insurer, usually adding 5 to 10% to base premium. Common riders include the accelerated death benefit, which is allows up to 50 to 80% of death benefit early if diagnosed with a terminal illness. That is very important to have. I cannot express to you enough how important it is for this type of life insurance where you get that accelerated death benefit. Then this is the benefits of having riders and additional benefits to your life insurance coverage. What I was telling you about earlier, this is how you set your family up with success by building wealth and protecting your family through life insurance. Then you have a waiver of premium. Premiums waive if disabled for 6+ months. Let me just tell you this. Choosing the right policy depends on your financial goals. If you need help, you can discuss and reach out to me at royalfigures@gmail.com, or you can simply, where you watching this actual video, this presentation, you can reach out to me in my DMs and we can actually get you scheduled for a consultation with me or my wife. Okay. Let me give you this quote. Life insurance isn't for you, it's for the ones you love. Protect their future today. Now, here you go right here. You can reach out to me at royalfigures@gmail.com. You can actually go to my website, as you can see right here, which is samuelrichardson.carrd.co/. And you can reach out to me and you can go on that website and you'll be able to actually schedule a consultation with me or my wife, and we will get you taken care of quickly by getting you and your family covered today with a life insurance policy. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to this presentation on why you need life insurance. Talk to you soon.